All right, so hey guys, I'm gonna try my best to fix a code. I bought one of those cheaper ODB2 readers years and years ago, and if you've never bought one before, they're so handy. They're about 20 bucks on Amazon, and if you get an engine malfunction or a light, again, I'm not a mechanic. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna try my best here to save a bit of money. So I have run a code. I got a P0301. This is a 2015 Honda Civic 4-door sedan. It's got about 190,000 on it. And the code was telling me that it was a cylinder 1 misfire. So I went out, got the stuff, asked the guys at CarQuest what I should do. They told me it's probably best to change one of the coils and 4 of the plugs. I'm not sure if that was the right advice, but we'll see what happens. So I was getting that code. I'll put a photo of it in here, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, so this is the cylinder 1. Right here's the new part. And I just took the one screw out over here on cylinder 1. And underneath these 4 things are gonna be your 4 spark plugs. So I'll just show you what happens. There was one screw. It's about, I'll show you how big it is. And I was using a 10 mil. That's what came out over here, okay? You disconnect the little plug right here on it and pull it out. So this said it had a misfire. Now, I don't know if you can see down there. That's your spark plug. I did see in a few videos that they talked about a spring being down inside. There is still a spring intact. You can just see it there now. And this one has the spring inside. It's the new one as well. Let's see if I can pick that up and you can see the spring inside it. There's a spring down there as well. It's intact. It's the new one. But the old one still has it. So it didn't burn that. It didn't, the spark plug didn't wreck it or anything. But I'm gonna see if it fixes that. Just so you know, what was happening is I was driving along. It was just, you could actually hear a bit of a misfire. So that's when I plugged in the ODB2 reader and got that P0301 code. So try to save money. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to take out the 4 spark plugs now. I'm only switching the first coil because it's the only one that was giving me the code. Okay, that first one is out. Now, I'm not a mechanic. If there is a mechanic in the comments, that's the way that plug looks. I don't think it looks right. I feel like it's too far apart. But we'll pull out the other ones and have a look. So the first one's out of cylinder 1. I'll just show you what it looks like when this one I just undid. I guess you have to take those off before these come out. So we'll do that. I've got that clip off there and just slides out like that. Now this one is interesting. Just see the difference of the two there. This is the one that was having the misfire, and this is the one I took out that was not. It looks a lot cleaner. So again, somebody might know in the comments why that is, but maybe it's the spark plug that was down there. Okay, the spark plug on the right is the one that came out of cylinder 2. The spark plug on the left came out of cylinder 1. And even cylinder 1 is a lot cleaner down there. Sorry, cylinder 2 is a lot cleaner down there than cylinder 1. I just want to show you this here as well. When you're taking these coils off, this little piece right here has to kind of go under and pry up just ever so slightly, and then you can slip it off. Oh, I gotta do it again. But you'll see what I mean once you pull that little piece right there, it just has to lift up. So if you have one of these types of screwdrivers, it works really well there. So I pried it up a little bit and it will unclip from the thing. So you just pull it back off like that. And after you loosen the spark plug a little bit, I find it easier just to take the wrench off, or the ratchet, sorry, whatever it's called. Oh my goodness. And then just pull it out like that. it'll just come out of this thing pretty easily. It just slips out, your spark plug. I mean, now that you can see, there's all three of them. Number one definitely had some type of an issue going on with it. Even the actual body of the spark plug is different. So something's been happening down there. I might not have had to change the coil. I think I've already bought it. I could probably take it back. The coils are, I don't know, about 80 bucks. I probably could take it back. I could try the spark plug first, put the old coil back in. But it does look weird. Now maybe that was just, that's cylinder 1. And there's cylinder 2. So you can see quite a difference in them. So maybe it was the spark plug and the coil is fine. I think for the sake of it, I'm just going to change it. It still does have the spring in there, but I think I'm just gonna switch it out now that I've got it. Changing out the coils and the spark plugs. This is a bad coil. See how this goes. Okay, so this is the ODB2 reader. As you can see, OBD2 reader. I think I've had that for about 10 years now, and I'll show you how it works. Right down underneath the car, underneath the floor, there's a little plug here for it. It's right there, and you just, it's one side is a little bit smaller than the other. So you plug it in, and as soon as you plug it in, it comes on because it's using the battery power. So let's just see if our code. Oh, by the way, I kept the old coil in, so I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to see if this fixed the problem. Sorry, I'm going to see if the spark plugs fix the problem. So you go through it, you hit scan. Codes found 0, so let's just see if there's anything else. No codes are stored. So it was actually just the spark plugs. It was a bad spark plug. So I actually didn't even need this coil, so I can take it back. Again, it was about 100 bucks, so I might as well. It was from CarQuest, and the guy said if you don't need it, just bring it back. So it fixed the problem. I saved a bunch of money, and I don't need a coil. So those little OBD2 readers, they're super handy to have. I suggest looking them up on the internet. I don't have any links down here yet, but if you just search ODB2, it's like the Roman numerals too, then you'll be able to help yourself out and save a lot of money whenever you get an engine code come up or a check engine light. You just plug it in and it'll tell you exactly what you need. So I hope that helped a little bit. This is the old coil. I'm gonna keep it and see what happens. I might run it for about a week and just see what happens with that. But other than that, I did also change out the battery today for a new battery. That was pretty much a plug and play. That's the old battery there. It was getting pretty dated. Actually, that might have been an original one. So 10 years for a battery is definitely good. So thanks for watching, everybody. Feel free to leave a comment. If you're a mechanic, tell me what I did wrong. I'm sure there's a few things I did wrong. The one thing I did notice when I pulled out the spark plug, there's like a little bit of rust inside that area, and I blew it out, and then I did put something down. I'm not sure if I was supposed to, but like a rag, like a lint-free rag to get out anything, so it was nice and clean after. So I'll monitor it and see what happens, but again, leave a comment. Subscribe. We do lots of different videos trying to pass along some information. And thanks very much, everyone.